Okay, well, welcome back. You're here with me, Christopher, and Shotzi, on my special day, Friday, March 8th, 2024. We've got a Jackson Matz grid today. It was, of course, edited by Will Shorts. I don't know who else would do it. I don't know that I've ever noticed another name there. I'm sure there has to be times when he doesn't go to work, maybe take some time off, but I just don't remember seeing it. Until I started making these crossword videos, though, I don't think I ever really paid attention, so that's bad on me. Okay, so we have a special glass of wine today. This is Castelvecchio, and this is the Barbera di Asti, and it's a dry red. Obviously, it's got a 13.5% alcohol volume, and it comes from Farigliano, Italia. So it's Italian. It's probably about a 7-hour drive from here, where we're at in Bavaria. But I mean, from the nose alone, I think it'd be wonderful to experience that. I really do. We might just have to go spend a weekend there. We've done that in the past, and it's always been so much fun. But what a wonderful bouquet. And it looks to be medium-bodied, too. It's not a real bright, there's not a real deep ruby, but it certainly has a bold bouquet on the nose. So, and after a long Friday at work, what a way to chill. What a way to wind down with the crossword. So, what are we going to have today? We're going to have something challenging. Is it going to be a kick in the teeth? Or are we going to slip through it like nothing? And I have a feeling it's going to be the latter, because it always seems to be that these days. Either I'm getting smarter, or they're trying to dumb these things down to an extent. And neither of these options seems even likely, so just forget I said anything. Okay, let's jump into our grid. All right, birthday boy, hit your mouse. Push the mouse. There you go. Okay, well, we're going to start off with a shot across the bow with cries. No idea. It's like 7 letters. Who knows? It could be any number of millions of things. So, want to tell me more? Okay. History is a set of blank agreed upon, and those are lies. Those are lies. A set of lies agreed upon. My history professor and undergraduate gave us that quote. Professor McCullough. Ken McCullough. Smart fella. Suffix with liquid, I'm going to go with 8. Liquidate. Get down, no idea. High winds. Okay, well, we're getting a lot of these, and it's going to be oboes, right? Because first of all, it's plural. All right, and so it's going to be a 4-letter word. That's plural, so we're going to have an S at the end. And basically from the top to bottom on the highest pitched instruments that have reeds, or winds, I should say, I think you got the piccolo, and then we've got the flute, and I think the oboe, and the oboe's got its own family. Now, it helps being a musician. I'm a musician. My wife grew up playing piano. We can talk about things like tempos and you name it, right? Full-on orchestral, makeup. But you just know, I mean, if it's 5 letters and it's singular, then it's going to be a flute, right? If they're like 7, and it's singular, it's going to be a piccolo, right? So, you just know that. Well, if it's 4 letters, but then it's plural, it's then 5, and it's going to be oboes when it's talking about high winds, right? Otherwise, if it just talks about just any old reeded instrument, this could be familiarly saxes or something, right? So we're going to go ahead and put this in, and I hope I'm not making an arse of myself. Watch it be something completely different. Oh, kazoos. I forgot about the kazoo, that kind of thing. Okay, Leanne of country music. She pops in here a lot, too. I've got 5 letters here, so that tells me rhymes, because if I had 6, I'd be thinking Womack, right? So I'm not particularly a fan of Leanne Rimes, but I'm not necessarily not a fan. I just don't think I know any of her music, but I do like Leanne Womack. I mean, who doesn't? Who wouldn't? So let's see. Cries. I'm going to go with clamors. I mean, I'm sure if I heard one of her songs, I'd be like, oh, yeah, but no, I don't know. Give it time. I'm going to say wait a bit. Wait a bit. The Jonas Brothers, don't know much about them, but I think I'm seeing a threesome here. So that kind of sounded bad. Okay, moving on. Female kangaroos are does. And let's just start going and say, want to tell me more. I don't know, I haven't counted it out, but I think this might be care to elaborate, perhaps. But we got to check ourselves on the crosses. But wait a minute, we've got a butt of a joke with a question mark, meaning snark. Herb in quotation marks, or a lead into herb. And I think this is probably going to be pot. Now I'm really concerned, this TDP over here. Throw for 6 informally. Okay, that's a touchdown pass. Now I'm not so crazy. Let's see here. Balanced as some molecules. I think those are apolar. And this looks like it might be a whoopee cushion. Butt of a joke. Whoopee cushion. It's apolar, right? Shotzi? Balanced molecules are apolar, right? In other words, they're balanced.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome. Now when we got welcome, it looks like this is going to be Cin. Yeah, Cin. But it could also be ask in, right? So keep that in mind if you come across a welcome. Things going beyond your control. I have no idea. Steal with an L-I, maybe to lift it. Secure what some consume on a diet. I don't know, maybe less. Swarm would be to team. And get down looks like it's going to be master. So I was thinking of dancing or something, but no, get it down, master it. Secure, consume on a diet, maybe less. I think securing something is to land it. You know, you landed that account or something. I don't know what the self something is. It's between the shoulders. It could be a head or it could be road. And I think an R fits there better with that D. So that may be self-driving. I'm assuming cars, but I mean, it could be vans. I don't know. You gotta look at it. It's between the shoulders, so I guess this would be road. And let's see, overextend. Nearing. Pillbug or woodlouse. Oh, what are those things called? It's a something pod. I don't know. Overextend. I guess that's going to be to tax. And if that's to tax, you're in luck when it's to tax or anything with an X in it, because then whatever the corresponding cross or down that has the X is going to be exponentially easier, because how many words have an X in them? I mean, how many? Very few. So let's see. That's what I just said. So jinx, a pinch poke, you owe me a Coke, whatever the case may be. So got it. Let's see. You guys stink. I'm thinking jeer. Student enrolled in courses like contracts and civil procedures. That's one law or one L. And what do we have here? 1 of 7 for Salome. And that is, by the way, one of my favorite paintings from the 1880s, 90s from Point. He did the 7 veils of Salome. But quite a biblical vixen that one was. A mover but not a shaker, one hopes. Word with door or dance. Well, we've had this. How many times this week alone have we had to talk about a barn dance? I mean, really, where does this come from? Barn dancing? I mean, good God, I've never even been to one, and I grew up in the country. It's ridiculous. A mover but not a shaker, one hopes. Maybe it's a van. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and feel pretty confident with things going beyond our control as self-driving cars, because van's already in here, and they don't ever put those in twice unless it's part of a puzzle or some kind of something or other. And my phone just keeps buzzing and buzzing and buzzing and buzzing and buzzing with all of the well-wishers out there for my 52nd birthday.
Today's your birthday, baby.
Today's my birthday. And I think it's time to do a Truman Capote impression. Because all my friends wanted to wish me a wonderful 52nd birthday. Hot rods popular in the 60s are GTOs. Yeah, I waited for applause. I heard none. Billy Joel's. She's always a woman to me. This isn't a Friday. This feels like a Tuesday. This is dumb. The UN's smallest member. I've yet to go here, but I will go one day in black tie. I'm going to Monaco. I want to bet 100 euros on the roulette wheel. I don't know. I don't even know how that game works, but I'm going to do it. I'm play like I'm Bond for an evening. Algebra, class calculations. Rec is total, and that tells me what I wanted to see. I think we're talking slopes over here. Let's see. In the past. In the past. Okay, I think that's hep. Like a hep cat. Give out. Active person. Well, okay, see, when you give out, you're either meeting it out or doling it out, right? You know, so this could be a me, an M, or a D, it seems. I don't know. So let's just go back over here. Let's just finish up the southwest corner. Why don't we do that? Make ourselves feel like we got something to accomplish. Just see, we got chap is a pub, and casual dining setting is a bistro. And I guess that answers the question that the pillbug or the woodlouse is an isopod. Bistro. It's the only thing I can think of. It starts with a B. It has, exactly, 6 letters. So casual dining. No need to get dressed up for that one. Water blank. Mammal dubbed the cheetah of the wetlands for its speed and stealth, and that is the water shrew. Nearing, I'm thinking toward, and this just isn't. This is just, I need a challenge. World leader associated with the judicialism movement, and that's Perón. Now, what is this? Give it a whirl, a rotor. Okay. And nonstop on end. Okay. I think we're okay. Watch me find out we're not when I say, how do we do, Bob, later. Okay, so terse denial, bread with charred brown spots is nan. And I love that stuff. I just can't eat it. Person of integrity is a real mensch. Unless you get them playing the board game mensch. Attacked, probably going to be had at, but we better check these. So, a party, count me in. No. Terse denial. Things to settle. State capital dubbed the Cherry City. Okay, that's Salem, Oregon. And then a party, count me in. Maybe I'm there. And what do we got now? Flotsam once in Boston Harbor. Okay, so if we don't know, here's a teaching moment. You got flotsam and you got jetsam, right? Flotsam is what's left, right? After there's been some sort of bad accident, a sinking of some sort, something bad. Jetsam is where you've actually thrown it overboard yourself to make the boat lighter or whatever, just getting rid of stuff you don't need in an emergency situation. So now we know, and knowing is half the battle. Flotsam once in Boston Harbor. I know it's going to be T something, and what that is exactly, I don't know. Michael of Saturday Night Live, I don't have a clue. I don't watch it. Not since my favorite characters left. Things to settle, looks like old scores. Jerry Lynn, this one back here, she's got scores, old scrolls settle me every single day. She remembers crap like, you came home late for dinner 7 months and 19 days ago. I was working. Okay, so active person looks like it might be a doer. That makes this be a dole, right? So we got the dole in there.
You're really planning your birthday for that one.
Yeah, right. I'm assuming this is a tea chest. I guess they shipped in chests. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe it.
Yeah, I didn't know that tea didn't come in like like the big box things, and they were throwing them all over.
Well,
I wouldn't really call them chests, but
Yes, I'm saying, like, tea containers or tea cartons. I don't know. I mean, chests. I mean, I guess they would have been chests. Maybe it was a chest back then. I don't know. Can you imagine scuba diving in the ocean and you come across a chest? You're like, ooh, treasure, and it's just like tea in it. You'd be really
very
irritated.
disappointing.
Pest control brand once touted by Muhammad Ali, and I'll never forget. Decon, Decon, stuff like me, Decon, or something like that. I was a very small child. Interior Secretary Holland, and that is Deb. Oh, how'd you know that, Christopher? Because I read the news daily. Practice squad. No idea. Okay, what's something unexpected might do? I'm just going to throw caution to the wind here and say arise. Maybe now we better go check this real fast. Gosford Park director is Altman. The great Altman. I don't think he's ever made a movie that I didn't love. I honestly don't think he's ever made a movie I didn't love. Like the homes of roughly 1 in 6 Americans. I think that's rural. Is this an LU? Yes, this is Blank Manette, Woman in a Tale of Two Cities. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. We're talking about Lucy Manette. She... the story is kind of set between London and Paris, and if you've never read it, it's a fabulous. It's great. I mean, it holds its test of time. Though it uses some terms like apothecary and the constabulary and stuff like that you may not be too familiar with, but otherwise it still works. Needle on a thread. Now I know what this is, but I don't. Not right now. It's not coming to me. Let's see. Color similar to lilac in German or lilac in English. And I think this is mauve because we don't have what we need for fuchsia. So yeah, rural. So we got rural. 1 in 6 Americans are rural. Court figure. Well, it's not a bailiff. Hunger hyperbole. I could eat a horse. I've eaten a horse once. No, twice. Once in Kazakhstan and once in France. Jewelry gift for the 25th anniversary. So maybe this just spelled itself out here, didn't it? I mean, it's not like, had a silver bracelet. So a practice squad. Okay, doctors got it in practice. What are the other jokes that doctors say? Until we get it right. So, yeah, needle on a thread for what? I don't even understand. I don't know what this means. A troll. Why it's a needle on a thread, but that's what it is. And it looks like a court figure is going to be a baller. And so with that said, how did we do, Bob?
Where's the song?
I forgot to turn the speaker on. Oops. All right. Well, we didn't get our music, but so that was fantastic. Anyway, enjoy your day. It's still daylight here, so I think I'm gonna get this up on the platform and maybe go out and do some Schaufensterbummeln. Schaufensterbummeln. It means to go window shopping or go have a cocktail somewhere for my birthday. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, remember in all the languages you can. Learn how to say goodbye and hello and how much and thank you and you're welcome in all the languages you can think of, especially if they're from your corner of the world, right? So, au revoir, arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, shalom, masalamati, annyeonghaseyo, and aloha. Cheers.